Women hating to see men be happy. They hate to see it.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why?
Women don't like seeing men be happy.
Men today are prioritizing themselves, their peace, their happiness, their freedom.
A lot of these women are never satisfied, and you wonder why men don't want to get married.
And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will.
I hate when I hear women say, I don't need a man, but then portray actions completely contradictory to that.
What the fuck is wrong with the men here? Why do they have no desire? Why do they not know how to...
Welcome to Masculine MGTOW, where we speak truth about leadership, love, and modern dating. No games, just growth.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
Singleness didn't weaken men. It made them powerful, calm, and unbothered. A real man moves with purpose. He doesn't beg for attention. He earns respect, quiet confidence, high standards, zero desperation. That's power. And the women who can't recognize it, they miss out.
Women hating to see men be happy. They hate to see it. So many women, even if they're married or have a boyfriend, they're like, ugh, I hate when he's happy. Ugh, he's smiling. Ugh, gosh. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand why a woman would want a man to be unhappy or why she just doesn't feel comfortable when he is happy. It is a sign of insecurity. It is a sign of...
Men aren't focused on who's hating. They're focused on leveling up. While women worry about feelings and attention, a man is building respect, more discipline, more confidence, higher standards, zero desperation. And if women can't understand that grind, that's their loss. A focused man doesn't argue. He improves.
All right, so this is something that stays on my mind, so I'm ranting. I hate when I hear women say, I don't need a man, but then portray actions completely contradictory to that. Don't say you don't need a man and then turn around and do things to try to get the attention of the same men you just said you don't need.
Red flag number 1. Women always say something and do another, but actions always speak louder than words.
See, one of my pet peeves in life is attention whores. I hate it with a passion when I see someone doing something solely for attention because that's a major character flaw. And it says a lot about that person. You can't say you don't need a man and then post thirst trap pictures for them. You can't say you don't need a man but constantly seek validation from them. You can't say you don't need a man, but then always compete with other women for them. You can't say you don't need a man when most of y'all build your entire self-esteem and self-worth off of how many men acknowledge you. Every single social media platform, that's your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, originally started out as authentic platforms for genuine connections and fun until low self-esteem women decided to use it to put themselves on display as advertisements for the attention of men. All while doing this under the guise of self-liberation. That's a cop-out for wanting to do what you want to do without the repercussions and backlash of it. Because if you attach a movement to it, then it makes it more justifiable.
Exactly. It's very clear and more justifiable. And attention is cheap. Discipline is rare. A real man doesn't move off thirst traps or validation games. He watches patterns, not captions. If her confidence needs an audience, he's already walking away. Men who value themselves don't compete for attention. They attract respect.
Men today are prioritizing themselves, their peace, their happiness, their freedom over trying to save women. And unfortunately, a lot of you females will be by yourselves.
Men have already taken their decision, and trust me, a lot of females will not only live by themselves, but are going to die alone.
A lot of these women are never satisfied, and you wonder why men don't want to get married. You wonder why men are hesitant on long-term relationships. You wonder why men are taking a step back on putting themselves in certain predicaments. It's because of women like this. These are the same women who just wake up one day and want to graduate from their marriage. They come to the conversation, oh, I want a man that's a provider. I want a man who pays all the bills. I want to make sure I can be a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mother. This man has provided you all those things and you still have a problem. And this is why I always say to these women who exude this ungrateful behavior that, girl, you better be careful, because if he have any kind of female co-workers at one of them jobs, they will be glad to trade positions with you.
If you want it sharp, controlled, and pro-man without sounding emotional, here it is. Men aren't scared of marriage. They're scared of instability. You can't demand a provider, ask for protection, want the bills paid, then resent the very man doing it. That's not empowerment. That's entitlement. A solid man will give the world to the right woman, but he won't keep giving to someone who's never satisfied. Gratitude keeps a man loyal. Disrespect makes him reconsider. And once a disciplined man checks out, he doesn't compete, he replaces.
For over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up. Men not approaching women anymore.
That's it. Women are confused creatures and confusion ruins relationships. That's why they are dying alone.
Hey! I be wanting to ask some of these men, how is you cool? Because a lot of y'all starting to act like bad bitches, and I don't like that for y'all. I don't like it for y'all. A lot of y'all starting to act like bad bitches, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of us women choose to stay single.
That's a lie, woman. If you chose to be single, you wouldn't be here yapping on how you don't like it, how men are acting.
A lot of you guys, a lot of you men don't create a space for us to feel safe. Safe in a sense of vulnerability. Safe in a sense of being able to be emotional with y'all without y'all activating y'all bad bitch. Oh my God. Here we go again. It's always something. Damn. It ain't that deep. Oh. See why it's a lot of download brothers. A lot of men connect better with men. They love us for the physical. Ho, is you cool? A lot of men love the idea of having a good woman. Then when a good woman shows up, they can't handle it. They can't take it. That's why they always stay down. Ho, is you cool? Fix your baby hairs, Bookie, because you starting to act like a bad bitch, and I don't like that for you. Call me back, peace.
It's you to fix, you dirty ass woman, because the man you knew is still there. Just wiser, stronger, and unbothered. And that scares those you who thrived on his old patience.
Women don't like seeing men be happy. Which is why you notice when you're moving on with your life or you find another girl, she's all up in your DMs, and it's like, yeah, that's because women, they're very egotistical. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good. But what I'm saying is women don't want to see you doing better without them.
Well, sorry for them then. Men aren't here to please anymore. They've learned their worth. They've raised their standards. And if you can't match that energy, that's your loss.
Women love when men are depressed and broken without them, because it's like, oh, I must be that important. I must be that special. But it's like, wouldn't you want to leave a positive mark on a man's life rather than a traumatizing mark? Because women aren't stupid. They probably know this, because I know this, and I don't take advantage of it. But like, the more you get a man into his emotions, the more that you traumatize him, the more that he's going to remember you. And, you know, I'm fortunate enough to understand when a man is giving me his trust and his emotions, I know what I could do with it, but I don't do it. And that's something that a lot of women need to fucking think about, but they don't. Because most women are the same. And what do I mean by most women being the same? Most women want power and control, and they will do whatever it takes to get it, even if it includes hurting people.
A real man isn't here to be broken for someone's ego. He gives trust, emotions, and energy to the right woman, not to be manipulated. Most women chase control. A strong man chases growth, respect, and peace. He doesn't let anyone leave a scar just to feel important. Power over a man, temporary. Self-respect, permanent.
But here in the West, I'm in Sweden right now. I don't fucking feel like a woman. Like, I don't know how to explain this feeling to you guys, but I literally don't feel like a woman here. What the fuck is wrong with the men here? Why do they have no desire? Why do they not know how to appreciate a good-looking woman? Where did your manhood go?
They're not arguing anymore, they're evolving. Standards up, discipline up, focus locked in. The men who felt used or overlooked, long gone.